you I'll be as good as I was last week because I can walk now.
Oh, great.
Last week he loved it because I had to stay behind the pulpit to hold myself up. But I am just so grateful. I'm grateful for the readings this week. Spent a lot of time just thinking about them. And they say a lot of different things to a lot of different folks. Especially Romans readings where they start talking about our bodies being sacred and what we do to them to keep them holy and unholy. You know, I've had that preached at me about cigarette smoking. I think you all have had probably preached at you about some of the things you do in your life. Maybe eating too much food. Maybe not taking care of ourselves and getting enough sleep or rest or getting away from our jobs to rebuild our inner selves. But I think what Paul was really saying about our bodies was keep them holy for Jesus. Don't let anything come into us that separates us from the love of God. For you see, truly that's what sin is. Sin is anything that separates you from God. It's not what we do so much as what we let happen to us. What do you mean, preacher? You know, I know when I was a kid, my mom drug me to church every single Sunday since I was 6 weeks old, whether I liked to or not. And I know I was preached about homosexuality being wrong all my life. And I let that come between me and the love of God. As you see, people preached it so much, we got to a point where, the hell with it. If I'm going to go to hell, I'll do it at a good time. And so we got into more things that we shouldn't have gotten into. And that's what Paul was warning us about. Don't let people separate you from the love of God. Read for yourself. Know what's going on in this world. Know what's going on in your heart. This morning, one of the things that I noticed when I woke up was Suzette. Don't talk to me yet. I haven't had my coffee. Picture on her face. I don't know if you all know what that means. You know, she's laying there in the bed, her arm popped up. Don't talk to me yet. I looked at her and I said, you complete my life. Now, why did I say that? Because she was a gift from God, a gift that I needed, a gift that holds me up when I want to fall down. That is a completion of my life. Nothing can separate me from the love of God. That's the one thing we need to keep in our lives. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. And so many of us look for so many things to fulfill our lives. I think about it. I think that's what Jesus was asking me when he said, who do people say I am? Well, some say John the Baptist come back, you know, reincarnated. Some say Elijah. Some say Jeremiah. Well, who do you say I am? That's the one question that all of us need to ask. Who do you say I am? Peter came up with, you're the Messiah, the Son of God. I come up with, you're part of God. You, Jesus, was that human form of God here on earth. And that one that stays here and lives in my heart. Nothing will come between me and my God. That's why I end all prayers with in the name of Jesus. So he's told in the Bible. Who do you see as the head of this church? If any of you see me, I think I'll slap you. The head of this church must always be God. Must be Jesus. That's the center of what makes things grow, what makes things live, makes things do ministry. I love the fact that we do ministry. I'd like to do a lot more ministry. But at least we look outside our walls. We remember the kids that don't get breakfast if we don't bring the cereal in. We remember the the senior citizens at Thanksgiving time, we remember the children that need Christmas, whether that Christmas just be enough food. We collect enough food to feed 4 and 5 families at Christmas when we're told to bring food. That's why we're told to bring food so much. I think he looks at my waistline and thinks it's a good thing to do. But food for our community. I think of the joy we spread. What do you mean joy you spread? Women's group. I don't know about any of you, but I really enjoy women's group. You all need to come down on Friday night and go to our women's group. Every other Friday. We get to hear stories of people's past their life up to a certain point. You think, how did they make it? And then you know it's by the grace of God. The grace of God, that firm belief of who we are and what we believe. One of our mission statements is a place to get God's healing. And I think about that. I think about it a lot because that is one of our biggest ministries. Not that there's always miracles and things happen immediately, but that it's a place we can be healed. Our hearts can be healed. Our souls can be healed. Our bodies can be healed. When we believe that Jesus is here. I think about the concern on people's faces when we find somebody in the community is sick, without money. And how, even as poor as we are, we can come up with money every once in a while to help folks out. That's compassion. That's showing that the Messiah lives here with us, in us, and through us. You are God's perfect creations, each and every one of us. How can you say that? You know, especially when I look at myself. I'm getting old, my hair's starting to white. You know, I don't quite move as fast as I used to move. I ache. Sometimes I even get tired and fall asleep at 8 o'clock. I don't know about the rest of it. But like,
8 o'clock, Dr. Bill.
well, that's everybody. I used to stay up till 11 and watch the news, not anymore. And I think about that. But God has still healed us in so many ways. He's healed my broken heart. He's brought into life new relationships, new people. He's brought into life an awakening, a spirit of happiness. I think about it, I look around and you know, folks who used to come here and sit like this, now they actually smile. It makes my heart just beat. We are God's children, each and every one of us. And that's what Jesus was telling Peter. You know, so I'll build my church on you. I love the fact that he chose Peter. Peter, I disagreed with a lot of things he did, but Peter was imperfect, and the church was built on him. You are that church, each and every one of you. When we look at each other, we love each other, we help each other out, we help our community out. You are being the church. The church has called us to be. Jesus called us. And I love that fact. All kinds of stuff happens. God knows stuff happens. Attendance falls. Attendance picks up. Ain't enough money, somebody gives us something. God has been there for us through it all. I like the way Steve puts it. He simply puts it that we need this in the community. And it's going to be here. It's going to be here because we believe that God loves us just the way we are. And changes are happening in our lives. Isn't that funny? God loves us just the way we are, and yet we keep improving. God loves us, and God does the work. I invite each and every one of you, all the members of this church, all the friends that gather, to think about the great things that you are given. You are given just invite you to pass that on to a friend of yours. Bring them to church. Feed them a pot. Ask them to do ministries. If they start telling you they have the talent to do something, let them do it. That's what God said. The body is made of many parts, and everything we need is right here, right with each and every one of you. Use those gifts that God has given you to bless those next to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.